Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. There's a topic that I want to raise awareness about, and that topic is mom shaming. I think every mom has experienced this in some way or another. I don't think everyone is intentional when they shame moms. I don't think they mean to hurt them. I think sometimes they're trying to be helpful. But I just want to raise awareness about this because it's tough. Being a mom is the hardest thing I've ever done. And I've never struggled with self-hatred so much than I have in this season of being a mom. I've never beat up myself so much than I have in the season of being a mom. I've never felt like a failure than I have in this season. And people, we need to learn to be kind, especially to moms. To the moms who's making mistakes. To the moms who are struggling, and they're trying. They want to be great moms. And if you think that shaming them or beating up on them, condemning them is going to help them, or you think condemning yourself as a mom, I'm speaking to myself, condemning yourself as a mom, beating up on yourself as a mom, calling yourself a failure as a mom, if you think that is going to change you, make you a better mom, you're so wrong. In fact, it does the opposite. When we put more pressure on ourselves as moms to be great, to do everything just right, to make sure our kids are meeting all of the milestones at the right time, when we put more pressure, it's counterproductive because we are irritable when we're putting more pressure on ourselves because we're frustrated because we're trying to do everything just right. We're trying to be great moms. We're trying to love our children in the best way, discipline them in the right way. And when we when we make mistakes, we beat ourselves up, we call ourselves failures, we condemn ourselves, we're hard on ourselves. And it just doesn't help. It's just like a cycle, you know? We wake up every day, we're trying to do everything right. And the minute something goes wrong, you make a mistake, you yell at one of your children. A lot of times we're tempted to just let that ruin the whole day and just write yourself off as a bad mom. Put that bad mom label on your forehead. That's what we're tempted to do. And then we're living the rest of the day in defeat and discouragement and self-condemnation and self-hatred. We've let our mistakes often define us instead of putting our eyes back on God and learning to receive His grace and love right where we are, knowing that, hey, God's with me right now. I might have made that mistake. I know I can do better, but God is helping me. His grace is within me, and I'm going to keep moving forward in His grace and His love because God isn't beating us up. God isn't shaming us. And so we need to be careful about how we're talking about other moms, right? And how we're talking to ourselves. I think a lot of times people mom shame because it makes them feel better, right? It's like kind of a coping mechanism for their own insecurities. Well, at least I didn't let that happen to my baby. At least my baby is doing this now. The mom that you're shaming, the mom that you're talking bad about, she's probably beating up on herself enough. She doesn't need another person to remind her of her mistakes. You reminding that mom of her mistakes is not going to help her be a better mom. It's not going to be fruitful. But humbling yourself and loving on that mom and giving her support, giving her grace and compassion, and just trying to be a friend to her, like that is what she needs. And do that to yourself. Do that with yourself. That's what I'm learning to do. And it's so hard because it's so uncomfortable when we mess up, when we fail to meet the standards that we have set for ourselves as moms. It's uncomfortable. It's hard. And it makes us want to be hard on ourselves and beat ourselves up. But in those moments, we must resist. Resist the temptation of giving into self-hatred and condemnation and beating yourself up, and choose to receive God's grace and love in that moment. Remembering that He's with you and He accepts you right where you are. Remembering that He is working in you and that He has given you everything that you need and that He chose you to raise those babies. He chose you. And that He is with you. Release the pressure. Give the burdens to Him. Give Him the failure, the feelings of failure. Give Him the mistakes. Give Him all those anxious, fearful, doubtful, negative emotions. Make the conscious decision to say, God, I'm giving you these things. These things aren't made for me to carry. I thank you, Lord, that your word says to cast all our cares onto you, for you care for us. So release the pressure. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other moms, because we're all in this journey together. Have a great day.